Hello, my name is Lori Layfield, and I'm the lead teacher at Highlands Virtual School. I'm going to share some information about our school to help you make an informed decision about where you might place your child in the fall. Highlands Virtual School has just completed its third year in existence. We came about when we learned that most districts in the state have their own district virtual schools and realized the potential it had to serve the students of Highlands County. We work with the other public schools in the district to provide various services for students, but for the purposes of this video, we will stick to sharing information about the full-time virtual school program that we offer so you can make an informed decision about where you feel your child will best be served when school begins in August. First and foremost, Highlands Virtual School is a school board of Highlands County public school, just like Avon Elementary, or Hillgustat Middle School, or Lake Placid High School. We follow the same student progression plan, policies, and district calendar. We administer the same district and state assessments. The main difference is where the student is located for his or her daily instruction. We like to say virtual school is public school at home. Students who successfully complete the Florida graduation requirements receive a standard high school diploma from Highlands Virtual School. And of course, like all public schools, there is no cost to attend. Families come to full-time virtual school for a variety of reasons, and we do generally have recommended prerequisites or requirements for enrollment. But in these unusual times, we have relaxed some of those requirements to help accommodate Highlands County families. Generally, secondary students who are successful in a virtual environment are strong readers. They like to work independently, and they have the ability to advocate for themselves when they don't understand. And they also keep up with a daily routine to complete assignments on time. For elementary, there is a requirement for someone to serve as the learning guide to work with the student every day. Students must have an adult who is the learning guide and works daily directly with the student. The learning guide needs basic technology skills and the ability to help with downloading and uploading assignments as needed. And also the student should also like to work independently. Parental support is key. I'd like to share information about our curriculum. The state of Florida provides districts with a list of approved virtual instruction providers. In the same way a district would select a state-approved textbook, districts select from a list of approved virtual instruction providers. Virtual instruction providers must be approved by the state to ensure that they meet the Florida standards and provide quality and rigor. Our district has chosen Edgenuity as its curriculum, and it's taught by our own Highlands County teachers. The program is internet-based, so it's accessible from any device that has internet access. The software is available 24/7. It is standard aligned, and our teachers have the ability to edit the courseware to match the curriculum maps of the district, so the students are working in the same sequence as the rest of the district schools, as closely as possible. I'd like to share a sample of the software for both elementary and secondary. These videos were produced by the company, so some of the content does not pertain to the way we use the curriculum, but you will get a general idea of the look and feel of the software platform. This first example is the secondary Edgenuity platform.
Welcome to Edgenuity, where learning clicks. Once you've logged in, you'll see a tile for each course or program you currently have active. Each tile will give you some information about your progress and achievements so far. If you're on track, your progress will appear in blue. If you're ahead, you'll see your progress in green. But if you see your progress shown in red, it means you've fallen behind. You'll need to put in some extra time to get caught up. On some tiles, you can also view your course grade. Notice that this student has an overall grade of 95% in foundational math. That means they're currently earning an A on the work they've completed so far. Great job! It's almost time to get started in your online course. Remember to keep these tips for success in mind. First, take notes on what you're learning. You might use e-notes and you might use a pen and paper, but rephrasing what you learned in your own words helps you pay attention and remember what you've learned. Second, stay on pace. Make sure your progress bar is in the blue or even in the green. If you fall too far behind, it gets hard to catch up later. Ask for help when you need it. If you don't understand something, tell your teacher. He or she can explain it in a different way and point you toward other online resources. You are responsible for your own success, but you don't have to do it alone. And finally, avoid plagiarism. It's never okay to copy and paste other people's work and submit it as your own. Even if you find text online and you don't know who the author is, you do know that the author isn't you. You can't pass someone else's work off as your own. So always cite your sources or rephrase ideas in your own words. Now we're ready to jump into a lesson. To get started, you can click Next Activity, or you can click anywhere else on the tile to go to the course map. Click a tile to go to the course map now. This is your course map. From here, you can view the entire structure of your course. If your teacher has set a target date for you, you can check the due dates in your course map to see exactly what you need to do each day to stay on track. As long as you complete all your assignments for the day, you'll stay on pace. You can also view your e-notes here. As you work through the course, you may see alerts appear. For example, if you fall behind, you'll see a message telling you how much work you need to do to catch up. If you have feedback from a teacher, you'll see an alert like this. And if you forget to submit an activity for your teacher to grade, you'll see a reminder like this. Don't forget to submit your work once you finish it. A few other helpful things to notice. Want to switch courses? You can navigate among your active courses right here, or go back to the home page. Need help using Edgenuity? Visit the Help Center, where you'll find videos, resources you can download, and frequently asked questions. On the course map, most activities will show up as grayed out and locked unless your teacher has allowed you to move freely throughout the course. To work on any activity that's unlocked, click the activity title. This activity is a warm-up or introduction. Let's take a look. This activity starts with a video. You can pause and rewind the video at any time using the video controls here. If you've already watched the video the whole way through once, you can fast forward to the part you want to see again. However, you can't fast forward through any video segment you haven't watched yet. You do need to watch every video once all the way through. You can control the volume here. And you can turn captions on here. It's important to know that most of the important information you'll be tested on will be taught here in the videos. So pay attention and take good notes. You'll find your e-notes or digital notebook here. You can take notes at any time. Pause the video if you want to, or if you're a fast typist, you can take notes while the teacher is talking. Once you add a note to your notebook, you can go back and edit it if you need to. Just click the note and it'll appear in the e-notes text box. Edit your note and click Save. Now you may find that you want to add more to your notes. In advanced mode, you can use formatting tools like tables, an equation editor, a symbol palette, and bulleted lists. We find that students who take notes tend to do better on quizzes and tests. Taking the time to write down the important ideas in your own words will help you process and remember what you learn. So use your e-notes. Another helpful tool is the glossary, found on this second tab. All the vocabulary words for the lesson will appear here, but you can also look up any word you want. To go back to the lesson word list, just close the word lookup window. The third tab contains a transcript of the current activity. You can view this transcript in English, or you can translate it into any supported language, as long as you have the translation enabled. Just open the transcript and select your language here. Sometimes the video will pause, and you'll be asked to complete a task. On any task, you can use the tools in your toolbar. In math and science courses, you can use the built-in calculators to solve problems. Depending on the course, you might have access to a standard calculator, a graphing calculator, or other specialized calculators. In any course, you can highlight text. This can help you pay attention as you read, especially when you're asked to read extended articles and stories. If you have Read Aloud enabled, you can hear text read aloud. Just highlight what you want to hear and press the Read Aloud button.
The runner travels.
If you have translation enabled, you can change the languages of most on-screen text here. Some of these languages also work with the Read Aloud tool, so try it out.
Il grafico mostra la distanza.
Now when you want to leave an activity, just click the Home button in the upper left corner of your screen. Don't worry, we'll always save your work. When you come back to the activity, you'll be able to pick up where you left off. Now it's time to get started in your online course.
This is a demonstration of this elementary Edgenuity program.
For families seeking a full-time virtual learning option for their elementary students, Edgenuity is proud to offer a virtual curriculum and instruction covering kindergarten through 5th grade. Edgenuity offers virtual students a full suite of more than 30 elementary courses, including electives like physical education, health, keyboarding, art, recorders, and scratch coding. Each course includes a full year of standards-aligned, research-based content, with lessons logically organized into modules. If necessary, Edgenuity also provides a highly qualified state-certified teacher to work with families every step of the way. Students are introduced to new concepts and given ample opportunity to practice new skills through text, video, and interactives. Previously learned concepts are reviewed throughout the year to strengthen the student's understanding. Videos are used to support the understanding of new concepts throughout the course. Embedded interactives allow students to practice newly learned concepts and receive immediate feedback. Worksheets are included as another method of practicing each concept throughout the year. Each worksheet is provided as a PDF or is available in a workbook for an additional cost. Students will scan or photograph these worksheets to submit to the teacher. Lessons include brief quizzes to check understanding, and each module has a summative assessment. Students may also be assessed through benchmark assessments, synchronous live sessions with a teacher, or hands-on projects. A list of materials is provided in each lesson and for each course. Students are expected to have typical school supplies for most courses, but other materials may be needed for some lessons, especially in science. English language arts courses offer a balanced literacy program, including instruction in reading, writing, fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and other important elements of language. Students will have weekly independent reading assignments, including novel studies in the upper grades. The learning coach will receive guidance to help students to choose and procure these books. To practice fluency skills, students will have opportunities to record audio and read aloud with the teacher during live synchronous sessions. Math courses build a foundation for mathematical thinking, as students learn about numbers, counting, measurement, geometry, operations, and algebraic thinking, using plenty of interactive tools, hands-on activities, and real-world examples. Science courses provide a rich multimedia experience for students, using a mixture of exploring the world around them, combined with hands-on experiences or labs using nature or common household items. In social studies courses, students learn more about the world by exploring the community around them, studying the history of the United States and other countries, and experiencing cultures from around the world. While learning, students have access to a variety of on-demand support tools, including an on-screen reader, translator, dictionary, picture dictionary, and screen mask. Courses require the support of a learning coach, a parent, grandparent, or other designated adult. The learning coach may guide the student through lessons, discuss what is being taught, facilitate hands-on learning, and communicate with the teacher. The resources for each course include guidelines for the learning coach to facilitate learning, including how to schedule the day, set up a learning space, and submit assignments. Each lesson has a learning coach tab with information to help the learning coach guide the student through the lesson, including learning objectives, prerequisite skills, and any materials needed. Teachers have access to a variety of tools and reports to support student success. To personalize learning for each student, a teacher may modify the course by removing, reordering, or adjusting content, or adding in teacher-created lessons or items from the library. Teachers support students by reviewing submitted work and providing feedback through text, audio, or video. Synchronous sessions offer an opportunity for teachers to check in with your student, administer assessments, and discuss grades and goals. Teachers are in frequent communication to assist with any questions and encourage student success. Edgenuity's virtual learning solution for elementary students delivers age-appropriate, engaging lessons designed to develop a lifelong love of learning. Edgenuity, where learning clicks.
One of the best things about Highlands Virtual School is its teachers. All the teachers at Highlands Virtual School are Highlands County teachers, highly qualified and multi-certified. The teachers come to the district office daily. Each teacher has their own office. Teacher hours are Monday through Friday from 7:45 to 3:15, and we also have many, many ways to communicate with students and parents. Communication is key in virtual education. Students can contact the teachers through the Edgenuity built-in messaging system. We also communicate through email, office phone, Google Voice for cell and texting, online Google Meets, and we even offer the opportunity for face-to-face help by appointment. As a district school, we also provide the same technology resources that the rest of the district schools provide, in that we provide one-to-one Chromebooks for students. We can also provide hotspots where needed, and we will provide workbooks for elementary students that go along with the Edgenuity curriculum. Many people ask how much time is required daily. Students who are in elementary and middle school can figure on being on the computer approximately 5 to 6 hours a day doing their schoolwork. High school students may work approximately 6 to 7 hours a day. But remember, when the student completes the work that is assigned for the day, they are finished for the day. They don't have to come home from school and do another 2 hours worth of homework. So you can figure that in a brick and mortar school, a student would be actually on task for 6 to 7 hours a day in their curriculum, but other time would be taken walking through hallways, going to the lunchroom, and those sorts of things. So the time on task is equivalent to the brick and mortar school. Attendance and grading is different in a virtual setting. For attendance, as a public school, virtual schools are held accountable to the compulsory attendance requirement for the state. The way virtual attendance is recorded is based on pacing. If a student is on pace in their courses, they are considered in attendance. However, if the student falls behind pace, and significantly behind pace, perhaps 5 to 7, 7 to 10%, then they would start to accrue unexcused absences. Students have the flexibility of creating their own daily schedule, but the requirement is that they must work in each class every day and stay on target or on pace. Grading for virtual schools is unique as well. Virtual courses are credited and graded on completion. In other words, the students get one grade at the end of the semester for the course that they're taking. There are no partial grades in virtual education. All of our courses are set up on semesters, so when a student completes a course, they've completed one semester and receive 0.5 credits. To that, we have no traditional report cards. We don't issue a 4.5 week progress report, then a 9-week report card, then a 4.5 week progress report, and then a 9-week report card. Nothing is recorded in Skyward until the end of the course and the student's grade is issued. But we do have weekly progress reports that are emailed to parents and students. Every week, the program automatically generates a progress report, which shows the parent exactly where the student is in each one of their courses, shows whether they're on pace, ahead of pace, or behind pace. It also shows their mastery through their overall grade, which tells you how well they're learning and performing on the classwork that they have completed. For more information too on grading, parents can create a Guardian account where they can log in at any time and see the student's information. Two measures that we look at on our grading is the overall grade and the actual grade. Our overall grade measures mastery. So if a student has an 85 for an overall grade, that tells us that the student is averaging a B on the work that has been completed at that time. On the actual grade, that also factors in zeros for work that should have been completed but has not been completed. So if a student has a lower actual grade than overall grade, that shows that they are behind pace, and we use that measure to follow pacing. It's very important that a student stay on pace. Those zeros remain until the work is made up. Ideally, if a student follows their course map and completes their daily work, they will have no problem with staying on pace in our Highlands Virtual School courses. Because of the nature of virtual instruction, we do have a drop policy or conditional agreement for students who enroll with Highlands Virtual School. Every student has a grace period during the first 28 consecutive days of being activated into Highlands Virtual School. During that period, students may return to their zone school without penalty. However, beyond the 28-day grace period, credit for a course is only granted on completion. If a student drops a course in the middle of a semester, they receive no credit for the work that they've done. There are no transfer grades in virtual school by state statute. Therefore, we ask a family to consider if they start with Highlands Virtual School and feel that it's not a good fit, that they make that decision within the first 28 days of enrollment. That is calendar days. If a student after the 28 days or families decide that it's not a good fit, we ask that they complete the semester at least so that they can earn the credit for the semester, and then they can transfer back to their zone school after the first semester. All players in the virtual learning experience have roles and responsibilities. The students are primarily responsible for their own learning. They must take the initiative to log in daily, participate, complete their work at the highest possible level. They must seek help when they need it, establish daily schedules and routines, and take responsibility for meeting deadlines. Parents are critical for successful participation. They must provide adequate supervision, support the students' learning, encourage them, and assist them when they can. Parents need to reach out to the school if they have any questions or issues. Elementary parents specifically must be with the child each day as a learning guide. Parents must stay informed on their students' progress, and teachers and staff will help 100% to make sure that parents are informed. Highlands Virtual School curriculum provides rigorous and challenging coursework for quality learning, and the teachers are 100% in working toward the success of your child. The teachers provide many forms of communication and feedback and support and are there with the goal in mind of your child's success. Teachers and administration provide feedback and information to parents, too, on a regular basis. Communication, once again, is key. I hope you feel more informed now about how Highlands Virtual School works. In the fall, you will have some decisions to make about where to place your child. Please consider Highlands Virtual School as one of your options. If you like what you see, the next steps would be to complete the application form, the enrollment form found on the enrollment page of the Highlands Virtual School website. You can easily get to the Highlands Virtual School website through the School Board of Highlands County website. Click on the Schools tab, and we are listed as one of the district schools. After that, we will schedule a virtual meeting with you and your family to review all the policies and procedures and answer individual questions that you may have. And we would make an academic plan for your individual child or children. After that, you would complete the registration packet to transfer to Highlands Virtual School. We would work on that academic plan, which would be selecting the courses for your child for school. And then we would ask that you watch your email for the beginning of the year, dates, times, and activities. As you know, everything is still kind of up in the air for the beginning of the school year. But as far as passing out Chromebooks, any kind of orientation we would have online, those sorts of things, that information will come to you by email toward the end of July, 1st of August. If you have any questions in the meantime, you can reach out to us. Highlands Virtual School is located at the district office, 426 School Street in Sebring, and the phone number is 863-471-5679. Thank you very much for your attention, and we appreciate your consideration of Highlands Virtual School for the fall.